So you feel that we're on the precipice of leapfrogging these platforms, these technologies like Google and Facebook and Twitter and so forth. You use this word cryptocosm. Can you explain?
The internet needs a new security architecture. Anybody who goes on the internet knows it. I mean, the constant demand for new usernames, passwords, pins, mother's maiden names, all the apparatus of security defeats itself on the internet today. And an internet that's not secure.
What is the purpose of all that?
It's supposedly to stop fraud and to create a basis for transactions on the internet. The internet wasn't designed for transactions. It was designed for email and hypertexting and communication. It was communications first protocol. And today, since it's becoming a commercial engine, the internet, it needs a security first protocol. And today, you have to virtually strip naked before the camera in order to conduct a transaction on the internet. You have to know yourself usernames and passwords for all the hundreds and thousands of possible web pages in which you might transact. It's just an absurd system.
Cumbersome.
Cumbersome, and moreover, it's a kind of porous pyramid where all the money and power rises to the top to companies like Google and Facebook and whatever. And the cryptocosm is a new architecture for the internet that's based first on security first, and which, rather than having you learn usernames and passwords for all websites across the internet, instead you have a particular identity established on a blockchain, which is an immutable database through time.
All right, hold on. What is a blockchain?
A blockchain is an immutable database distributed across the internet, rather than having all your data in some big data warehouse in the cloud, as they call it. Instead, all the data is distributed across all the nodes of the network, so that any hacker who hacks one computer can gain nothing except what's in that particular computer. Because the information is distributed across the network, you have to capture 51% of all the nodes on the network in order to defraud the network.
Let me try it this way. So you've got a bulk of information about me, Mark Levin, but bits and pieces are in different parts. So if somebody hacks this part, they don't have enough for this part. If they hack this part, they don't have enough for this part.
They hack the entire blockchain, which includes your identification in a time-stamped, immutable form, is distributed across all the nodes with the entire blockchain in its mathematically compressed form on every node. So, and the nodes are constantly communicating with one another. Unless you capture 51% of all the nodes on the internet, which is essentially impossible, you can't change anything on the blockchain.
Is this being developed now?
It's being developed now. It was invented essentially by a few academics, but it was essentially incorporated in a product by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2008. And it's 10 years later, it's become the heart of what's called the cryptocosm. And all sorts of embellishments and elaborations of it are underway today. And it's the most exciting thing that's going on in the world economy. It's like a new internet, plus a new global financial system being incubated simultaneously today all around the world.